Good morning, students. So this is the last video of pronouns. In the earlier three videos, we have discussed about different types of pronouns, and in this one, we will discuss about the last pronoun, that is relative pronoun. So the definition of relative pronoun is we use the relative pronoun to refer to a noun mentioned before and of which we are adding more information. They are used to join two or more sentences and forming in that way what we call relative sentences. Means a relative pronoun is that pronoun which shows the relation between the noun and the information provided. Means it clarifies that the information provided is associated with that particular noun. This is the list of relative pronouns who, whom, whose, which, etc. From the next slide, we will learn about each and every relative pronoun. So the first one is who. Who is that relative pronoun which is used for living thing? Like the book is about a girl who runs away from home. Now who is used for girl? And girl is a living thing. Which is used for things, or you can say non-living thing. Like see, where is the cheese which was in the fridge? Now you can identify that cheese is a thing, is a non-living thing, hence it will take which. So whenever we have to use relative pronoun who or which, then we will choose according to the nature of the subject. If the noun is living, then we will take who, and if it is non-living thing, then we will choose which. Next one is whom. Whom is generally used in formal contexts. Whom is used for direct objects or people. Means the relative pronoun whom is used to show the relation between the direct object and the information provided. Means it tells about the direct object. Like to whom am I speaking? Not to whom am I speaking. Here you can see the subject is not here because the subject is replaced by the question word, but the object is I, and I is direct object. I is direct object, and here whom is denoting the relation between the direct object and the information provided. The next example, the person whom you are trying to reach is not available. Now, see, in this sentence also, this is the line you must have heard when you call someone. So, it is a recorded line which says the person whom you are trying to reach is not available. Again, whom is showing the relation between the person and the information that whom I am trying to reach is not available. Next one is whose. Whose is used to show possession, means it tells that the noun has the possession on any another noun. Like, I know the boy whose goal is to fold origami. Here you can see the first noun is boy, second noun is goal, and here it is shown the possession that the goal, the boy whose goal, or you can say, you can write like this also, the boy's goal. So the goal is associated with boy, or you can say the possession on goal is of the boy. That's why we used whose. And when we construct any sentence using relative pronoun whose, then it cannot be omitted. Like you cannot just omit, you cannot just remove the word whose in any sentence. If you will do so, then the sentence will become grammatically incorrect. Next one is where. Where is used to show the relation between a place and the information provided. Like, this is the store where I bought that dress. In this sentence, the place is store and the information I bought that dress. So, in this sentence, it is denoting the relation between the place and the information. Next one is when. When is used for time. So it denotes the relation between the time and the information. Means it tells us that the information provided is related to that time only. Now what is the information? I learned my teacher was an alien. And what's the time? That was the day. Means any particular day. Like if you can say that on 15th like this. So that was the day when I learned my teacher was an alien. In this example, the relation between the information and the time is provided, hence, when is used. Next one is why. Why is used to explain the reason, means if any action has been done, then it denotes the reason why that particular action was performed. The reason why I did it was because John was annoying me. So the speaker is saying that he did something. But what's the reason why he did that thing? The reason is John was annoying me. So the relation between I did it, John was annoying me, or you can say John was annoying me is the reason that the subject did something. Next one is that. So that is a relative pronoun which can replace who and which. So it can. It's not like it must replace, it can. It's not for all the sentences, but in some sentences this replacement can be done. Like the book is about a girl that runs away from home. So this is the example you have learned in the who part. It was the book is about a girl who runs away from home. But in place of who, we can write that also. Using that doesn't make the sentence incorrect. Next, where is the cheese which was in the fridge? Now again, which is replaced by the word that, and the sentence is where is the cheese that was in the fridge? Means in some sentences, who and which can be replaced by the relative pronoun that. So, this much was. Now we will move to the next thing, and that is the omission of that. So, in some sentences, the omission of that can be done. Means there are some sentences in which if you will not write that, the word that, then also the sentence is correct. Like the job that he got wasn't very interesting. This is the sentence. Now just remove that. You can say the job he got wasn't very interesting. Still the meaning of the sentence is same. The job he got wasn't very interesting. The relation between job and what he got wasn't very interesting. Next example, the woman dash my sister knows has just bought the house next door. So it can be written like this: the woman whom my sister knows has just bought the house next door. Or you can write the woman that my sister knows has just bought the house next door. Or you can just remove these two words and you can write like this also: a woman my sister knows has just bought the house next door. Means in some sentences we can just remove, we can just edit the word that. But this omission work can't be done with who, which, what. Like Dorothy was Dorothy, who does my hair, has just had a baby. Now you cannot write like this. Dorothy does my hair has just had a baby. So it will change the meaning of the sentence. That's why we need the word who. I lent him the old man and the sea, which is really easy to read. Not just uh, omit the part which and read the sentence. I lent him the old man and the sea is really easy to read. Now you can see the sentence is incorrect, means there is something missing, or you can say the structure of the sentence, the meaning of the sentence changed. So that's why we cannot omit who, which, what. So this much was in pronoun chapter. I hope you have understood all the definitions, all the kinds of pronoun, and everything is clear now. So thank you students. That's all for today.